Labour shortages in agriculture have been a growing issue for farmers over the past few years. As the population rises, the demand for food has never been higher, and yet the workers available have decreased. In this video, we thought we'd give some background to the issue, what's causing the problem and what needs to be done, and highlight some of the tech that's being used to help it. But before we get into it, if you would like to see more videos like this one, hit the like and subscribe buttons to stay up to date. The growing population. The first and most prominent issue most of the labour shortages stem from is the rapidly growing world population. According to the UN, the world's population is more than 3 times larger than it was in the mid-20th century. The global human population reached 8 billion in mid-November 2022 from an estimated 2.5 billion people in 1950, adding 1 billion people since 2010 and 2 billion since 1998. And it's projected to accelerate further, with the global population expected to reach almost 10 billion by 2050. That's a stat we've talked about a lot on this channel because it affects agriculture and sustainability so acutely that it needs to be constantly highlighted. We need to find a way to feed 10 billion people, which means we need to always be highlighting companies looking to make the supply chain more efficient. If you're interested in seeing just a few of these companies, check out our tech reviews on YouTube. The next issue to address is the pandemic. The pandemic obviously exacerbated the issue within the agricultural industry, but in reality, it has struggled with labour issues for years. The lack of products on grocery store shelves was not because farmers stopped growing crops and raising livestock to provide a food source for the country. It was because every step of the supply chain lacked the labour needed to keep up with the demand. COVID-19's social distancing restrictions meant farmers had trouble finding people to help them harvest crops, and as a result, processing facilities across the country were shut down. Lockdowns preventing workers from travelling to different countries to work certainly didn't help. In Australia, the bulk of the seasonal workforce comes from backpackers. The number of backpackers who returned to Australia in early 2022, which is estimated to be around 7,000, doesn't come close to the 40,000 in Australia before the pandemic. And despite lockdowns easing in most countries, migration has still slowed compared to life pre-pandemic. So where to from here? With the problem of labour shortage not appearing to improve naturally over time, companies are beginning to develop technologies to help automate the entire supply chain, from growing, harvesting, packing, transport, wastage, and even complete meat substitutes that take significantly less time, space, and carbon to produce. Artificial intelligence has been somewhat of a controversial topic in society, as it is often seen as a replacement to our current workforce. But with agriculture labour currently in need of so much help, and with the problem getting worse year on year, AI and automation working alongside agriculture must be the future if we want to be feeding future generations. And the best part is, many of these automations aren't simply helping with workload, they're also improving other areas like the quality of our crops, a reduction in the amount of land needed to grow our food, and best of all, the sustainability of our planet. If you'd like to learn more about the best food and handling practices at home, or to learn about our world's first ethylene sensor looking to reduce waste worldwide, head over to PostHarvest.com. And if you're into all things green, hit the like and subscribe buttons to stay updated. Together, we can help the world go a little bit greener.